the betting, the not so much anymore, is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.
Race 6 on the card, it's a merit-rated 70 handicap due to go off at 3:20, set to be run over the 1400-meter trip. And Warren, for me, sure, I thought that this was the toughest race on the card and possibly a race where you need to play wide and include quite a few in this lineup. What's your take on this race?
And I've taken a stance with regards to the place accumulator. Pick 6, yes, you have to go wide, you have to include as many as you can, and you can make a case for a lot of them. But I've taken a stance in the place accumulator. I'll be quite surprised if number 3, Noble Sniper, doesn't run in the first 3. Let me tell you why I like him. He's by Noble Tune out of a Jetmaster mare called Bulleteer. Gareth Van Zyl trains. He's in good form. Racing's Green Syndicate owns this gelding. Anton Marcus rides. He needs no introduction. Yes, they do have to carry 61, so it's not going to be easy. Neat draw. That's a positive. And the way he ran on last time, he was in a hopeless position. He came flying to run 5th, 3.80 off Lord Varys, who looks to be a nice type. And his overall form is good. So I think he's progressive. I think he's way better than an 82. And for me, he's my first choice. He's a place accumulator banker. I'm going to be having a few bob on the nose with him for a win. But I'm not bankering him in the pick 6, if that makes sense, because it's that kind of race. It's an average rating of 67. There are plenty others that have got chances, but I have to take a stand, and my first choice is Noble Sniper.
Yes, Noble Sniper, I quite liked him. Last time out. He was some nice value in the race at around 14, 16 to 1, but the front runners just seemed to get away on that day, and the back markers weren't really making up the ground late on. But Noble Sniper, he did have a wide draw to contend with last time out, and as Warren mentioned, he did make some really nice ground up, and he was the fastest to finish, and he ran 5th behind Lord Varys. He's been dropped 4 points after that run. However, he has to carry 61, which is a slight negative for me. He's well drawn, gets the services of Anton Marcus, so that is a positive, and I think that Noble Sniper is definitely a horse that should be right at the finish. I don't have a first choice in this race. I respect the 2-horse preemptive strike. Sean Veal gets aboard, well drawn in gate 2. His last 2 runs have been much better efforts, seem to have improved after that rest. 3rd run after a rest, he's going to be at peak fitness and should be right there.
Yeah, and he finished in front of Noble Sniper in the race that was won by Lord Varys. So if we like Noble Sniper, we've got to like preemptive strike. Well spotted.
Yes, absolutely. So they both should be right at the finish. You have the 3-year-olds in the race, Love on Time. I think Love on Time, now that he has won his maiden, yes, the form line hasn't really been franked with GM Batista coming out to run a place, but I just get the sense that Love on Time, he's been backed in all 4 of his starts. He's been supported heavily, so he's clearly showing a lot of good work at home. So with his confidence up, he could well go one better. I wouldn't say one better, but go on once again and win out of the maiden. So I'd respect Love on Time. He gets 3 kilograms from his other 3-year-old in the form of Noble Sniper. A horse that I suggested to watch out for is a 9-horse Hable, who has dropped more points in the rating, so he's on a mark of 66, slightly better drawn in gate 9, and going over a better trip of 1400 meters. He's had 1 try over the course and distance for 1 win, and I think that he could be the value in the race at around 25 to 1, and possibly the upset type. I think you can ignore his last run when beaten by Rodriguez. He travelled 3 wide and never seemed to get into the race and finished 12th. I expect a much better effort from the 9-horse Hable. Tristan Godden gets a ride for Michael Roberts. But other than that, I think it's a fairly wide open race and you possibly need to include a few others. Anything else you'd like to add in the 6th race, Warren?
Brazil Nut, Carl Hewitson's horse, good second last time, can certainly go one better. But as you say, it's tough and there are many in with chances. Love on Time, you're quite right, could certainly be absolutely anything. Thumped the opposition last time and could go on and win again. But we're out of time. The advice is to try and include as many as your budget would allow, because this race is one of the toughest on the card.
it's good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, you know, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.